Giannis Antetokounmpo wants out of Milwaukee, and the Bucks have two real offers on the table. Miami is coming in with Tyler Hero, Kel'el Ware, Jaime Jaquez Jr., and a 2026 first-round pick. Boston is countering with Jaylen Brown, star for star, straight up. Milwaukee has a decision to make, and the rest of the league is waiting on it. Here's what makes Miami interesting this offseason. Giannis isn't their only call. The Heat are also pursuing Jaylen Brown, Ja Morant, and Kawhi Leonard. Miami is building a short list, not a single plan.
LeBron James is a free agent, and for the first time in a long time, his next move is genuinely unclear. The Lakers want him back, but they also want to improve the roster around Luka Doncic. Cleveland is in the mix, and so are the Warriors. Apparently, Stephen Curry is recruiting his Team USA teammate directly.
The Warriors are also pursuing Michael Porter Jr. out of Brooklyn, a move they tried at the trade deadline that fell through. The Warriors are building around the idea that this window isn't closed. LeBron and MPJ would make that case very loudly. Houston failed to take the next step last season, and now KD may be on his way out. The Timberwolves are the most aggressive suitor, but the Rockets will ask for Jaden McDaniels or Naz Reid coming back. Minnesota has to decide whether to go all in with 38-year-old Kevin Durant. Minnesota is pushing hard on multiple fronts. If Durant is the ask, they have to decide whether gutting their defensive core is worth it. And separately, they're in the market for a win-now point guard. Kyrie Irving's name has already been floated, now that Dallas is pivoting to a full rebuild. Dallas just fired Jason Kidd and hired NBA champion GM Masai Ujiri as president. The direction is clear. Rebuild around Cooper Flagg, who is 20, and Derek Lively, 2, who is 22. That means 36-year-old Klay Thompson and 33-year-old Kyrie Irving are available. Expect both names to move fast once the draft is over. Sacramento is moving Domantas Sabonis. This isn't a maybe, it's a tax decision. Two teams are at the table. Charlotte is offering Miles Bridges, expiring at $22 million. Toronto is coming in with RJ Barrett, expiring at $29 million. Three names and three teams headline this year's young free agent market: Jalen Duren, Peyton Watson, and Austin Reeves. Bulls, Nets, and Lakers. Duren is the most complicated. He's a restricted free agent, which means Detroit can match any offer, and they can go up to $287 million over 5 years. But they are looking around. The realistic number is closer to $150 million after a disappointing postseason. But the Bulls, Nets, and Lakers all have cap space, and the willingness to force the cap space to force Detroit's hand with a max sheet. A sign-and-trade is very much on the table. Austin Reeves has already drawn a $178 million offer over 4 years from the Nets. The Hawks and Pistons are also involved. Peyton Watson is a quieter name, but a real one. If Denver lets him walk and Reeves moves on, the Lakers could be his landing spot. Pelicans' Trey Murphy has been a trade target for 2 years running. This might finally be the summer it actually happens. Detroit and Indiana are the teams with real interest. And Ja Morant to Phoenix is a name that keeps coming up. The Suns need a point guard, and Morant needs a fresh start. The fit makes sense on paper. Now it's just about whether Phoenix is willing to make that call. That's where the league stands before draft night. Giannis, LeBron, KD. 3 decisions that will define next season before it even tips off. Which move do you think will impact the NBA next season? This offseason is just getting started.